So welcome back to my series of Around Bristol Oddities and Bristol Street Art. I'm going to take you on a short walk today down into St Paul's. I'm not sure how many of the walking tours of Bristol Street Art go through St Paul's. It might be a difficult place to take a large group of people. The roads are pretty busy. It all leads down to the M32 junction. So here's the location of this piece of art, and it's close to Stokescroft. If you start at the junction of Stokescroft, walk down Ashley Road for 3 minutes, you'll find it. This is absolutely my favourite piece of graffiti in Bristol. And that is really saying something, because there's a lot of very nice street art and graffiti in Bristol. And in my previous video, you'll have seen me make a distinction between ordinary tagging, casual graffiti and corporate street art. And here's an example of one of the walking tours, which shows you a piece of street art that was done as part of a big festival a few years back, where artists came from all over Europe. This one is just off the centre. This is the kind of thing you will see if you go on a walking street art tour of Bristol. So let's go to St Paul's. So to the best of my knowledge, this piece of graffiti is at least 20 years old. I remember driving past it in the early 2000s because I lived in Easton, and I would drive past it going down Ashley Road towards the motorway junction many times a week, and when it first appeared, it was a child's graffiti, and this is what's so charming about this piece of graffiti. It has been reimagined, reiterated many times in its lifetime, and shows no sign of being wiped over or painted out. It is a fixture of St Paul's. It almost kind of welcomes you into St Paul's as you go down towards the motorway. So this is how it started off. Now, I can't find any photographs online of this early example, and I don't have any, but this is what it was like. So this is my version of it. Very, very humorous, obviously done by a young teenager, or even a child. So that's what it looked like. And then we're going to go through a few examples which are on the internet and show you the various versions of this art. And what's so charming about it is that it could even be the same person growing up and their friends that come back and redo this artwork. So there we are. This is as we're going through the years here. So there used to be a bling version. I can't find a photograph online of the bling version. I think it was around about 2013, that sort of time. And it didn't last very long, and there's a good reason for that. Around that time, there was a lot of fuss in various city councils about unpolitically correct language. And in Bristol, saying "all right, me baba" was considered unpolitically correct. It was they were trying to weed out this sort of language. So this bling version, and this is as I remember it. I don't know if anybody out there remembers this. It didn't last very long. It was painted out and reimagined. This French version is absolutely gorgeous. I just I don't know what the connection to St Paul's and France was, and space exploration, which inspired the artist to do this. I think you can see, as we've gone through these versions of this piece of graffiti, that it doesn't change in style very much. And that makes me think it is the same person or group of people who've grown up together, maybe, who've been repainting it. And so we come to the present day. So I went down there in June, a couple of weeks ago now, to have a look to see if it had changed at all. Here it is now, the up-to-date version. Starting to look a bit scabby and tatty, isn't it? Paint's peeling off. Maybe before long somebody will take it into their head to come along and repaint it, redo it. This is such a fun piece of graffiti. It's not street art, it's not corporate advertising. Even the artist hasn't got their name on it. This is genuine organic graffiti that has started off as a child's drawing, a humorous drawing of a camel hiding behind a street sign. Just my favourite piece of graffiti in the whole of Bristol. I hope you might find time to go and have a look at it one day. And I think in the next video I'll show you a bit more of the graffiti around St Paul's. See you later.